So hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd do like a video like hostel tips, because I've just recently been to Los Angeles with my friend and we stayed in LA for 2 weeks in Hollywood in 2 different hostels, because you can really only stay there for a week, at least that's what it said to us on Hostel World. But yeah, I am sick, but this is the only time I could like film a video because I'm working like 2 jobs, so it's really hard. So yeah, my voice is all gross, so just ignore it because I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like absolute shit. First things first, recommended, if you want to book a hostel, use Hostel World. Like, it's so good, they give all the reviews, it's a really good website. They also, like, after your stay send you like how was your stay, like they let you review it and like you can give like a full review, which I did. It's simple and easy. You type in where you like want to go, the dates that you're going to be there, like for how many people, then it comes up with all these different hostels and shows you the 3 top ones, and ours were in the 3 top ones. So yeah, so I think ours was rated, our first one was rated like 9.3 stars, the second was rated like 8.1. So yeah, they were really good. So I recommend, use Hostel World, simple and easy, and yeah, it's really good. And they always like reply to emails and all that whenever they can, so recommended. So yeah, I just get started, I guess. So we stayed in 2 different hostels, both in Hollywood, because we sort of thought, okay, so we thought Hollywood, like near Anaheim, near Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, like it was only about a 45-minute journey from the airport on LAX. Boy, were we wrong, okay? So it looks really close on the maps, but it's so separated, like it's so far. It doesn't look that far, but it is. But anyway, we learned the hard way, but it was still nice staying where we were. We visited a lot in the 2 weeks we were there. The first hostel we stayed in was a Walk of Fame hostel on Hollywood Boulevard, like right in the centre bit. I was a bit scared about that at first because I knew going to Hollywood, loud, quite a few homeless people around there, like it's not all glitz and glam, but it was absolutely fine. I think, like, obviously it was my first time staying in a hostel, but it was like one of the best things ever. Like, you know, like it was so good. Staff were super nice to us when we got there, so welcoming. We paid, because you have to pay a deposit beforehand, then you pay the full balance there. So we paid £600 each for 2 hostels, so we paid £300 on each hostel. So yeah, so I mean, it was really good for the price as well. So they were all really nice to us. We booked a deluxe 4-bedroom, so obviously it was me and my friend Beth, and then we had other people with us. We actually had quite a few different people, because usually people stay at hostels for sort of around 4 to 5 days. We were there for a week. Super nice. What nationalities did we meet there? There was Australian, South Korean, who else did we have? Australian, South Korean. I think there was another girl from South Korea as well. Who else did we have? I'm pretty sure there was a girl from Germany there. I'm not sure, that might be wrong. Some of them are very talkative, some of them weren't, and that's sort of what I'll talk about as well. Tip number 1 is probably, so I didn't actually do this, but having the experience, I probably would, or I did do one of these things, so it's bring your own towels and shampoo and essentials. So I didn't bring my own towel, I bought my beach towel, and I was like, oh, I know that they'll probably sell some towels there, or like give you them for free, but I was just gonna buy one and then get rid of it, like buy it from like a Target or Walmart or like any of them stores. So but I didn't end up doing that actually. You could like buy a towel, but it was quite a lot of money. It was like $3 or something like that. It was quite ridiculous, but then again, it's a hostel, isn't it? But that's why I'm saying probably bring your own towel. I was gonna do that, but I guess I just didn't have the time to. Obviously I brought my own shampoos and essentials. I think we only had to buy more one time, maybe. So I brought my own so we like compromised. I bought the shower gel, and like some other things like toothpaste that me and my friend could share, and then she bought the shampoo and conditioner. Like we both compromised and bought different things, so that was fine. So yeah, just bring that, because although they do sell it, it's just be twice the price as it is in a store. It's like toothbrushes as well. Or it was a toothpaste. I lost the toothpaste on like the second day. I don't know how. Someone probably stole it after that. Like I'm certain I left it in the bathroom. So yeah, and then I had to buy another one for like $3. It was ridiculous. So I just recommend bringing your own essentials and all that, which I did anyway. It's just the towel situation. Probably bring your own towel. Don't force talking to people. So you get guests, they come in, well, guests or your roommates or whatever. So we had a girl come in, because we were the first ones in our room. We had a girl come in from Australia. She was lovely. She spoke to us, we spoke to her. Like, that's another thing, always be welcoming. Like when they come in, say hi, and then just if they respond, you know how they'll respond. Like if they're sort of really like shy or whatever, you know that they probably want to keep themselves to themselves and maybe don't know a whole lot of English, or just like you say, want to keep themselves to themselves. So you get those types of people. So you don't want to force talking to them, because you never know, they might be feeling really insecure, or whatever. So we just didn't force it, and obviously vice versa, like if they did to us as well. So this is a big one. So if you wake up before any other person, so say you're going to the beach for a long day or something, or you're going, like for example, we're going to Disneyland. We had to wake up quite early for that because we wanted to get there for park open. So like just don't set alarms, obviously, because that's not fair on all the other people. They might want to have a lie-in. It's like the same if they did it to us. Like we had a couple of people where they weren't really quiet. They were turning the light on and all that. It's like I always tried to be as quiet as possible, and if we were wanting to get changed or anything, I would go down and sort of not open the curtains fully, but try and open them the tiniest bit where it let a little bit of light in. It's not like it would wake anyone up, and if I couldn't see still, like I would use my phone torch, but obviously that's quite bright as well. So yeah, to just go in my suitcase and grab the clothes, or I'd put the clothes out the night before, and then go into the girls' like bathroom and then get changed in the sort of like the changing rooms they have in there, and then do my makeup on like in there as well. It's not fair to like turn the light on and like wake people up. They might have had a long day, say the day before, and wanted to have a lie-in. Most people don't really, because obviously they're travelling or they're on like a holiday, so they want to sort of get up and not waste the day. But you'll be surprised how many people do kind of like this sleep until like 9 a.m. So yeah, so just make sure you're aware of all of that. I didn't do this, actually I did do this, but it's bring own sheets or blankets. This is only because this kind of fits into another one. So we didn't bring our own sheets because they're quite thin ones over there. Obviously you're in California, it's extremely hot, especially the time that we went, it was just about to go into like autumn or fall, whatever they call it. But it was still extremely hot there. We had days where it was like 31 degrees. So obviously, as you can imagine, nighttime is extremely hot. So yeah, the sheets, if you don't want thin sheets, or if you kind of like being hot, then I suggest you bring your own sheets or a blanket. I brought a blanket. Also, another reason why you bring sheets next, because it does get extremely hot. So you might have the aircon on like the whole night. So it obviously, with the aircon blowing like cold air around, it is going to get a bit chilly. This also fits in with the ask other roommates about the aircon. Some people, so there was one night where it was absolutely freezing because a girl left it on the whole entire night. So yeah, so obviously you need to ask them. I'd always said before, oh, it's quite hot in here, are you hot? Do you want the aircon on? And then we figure out like what setting we wanted it on, or then sometimes they talk to us and be like, oh, can we turn the aircon off or turn it down a bit, and you had to get like the remote control from the foyer, like the desk downstairs. So, and then you had to bring it back because I'm guessing it like worked in every single room. There was only like one remote. So either shower early in the morning or late at night. So yeah, so you don't want to shower at like 8, 9 a.m. That's when everyone sort of is up then and then wants to have a shower. And there was only 4 showers in like our, well, we were on the second floor? The second floor, so yeah, there must have been, I think there must have been some downstairs as well, like the girls' bathroom, most likely, or there might not have been, I didn't really check. Yeah, there's only 4 showers, so either shower at, like, I'm talking early in the morning, say like 6, 7 a.m. Even then, sometimes it can get quite busy. I remember waking up quite early, I think it was when we were leaving, and we were going home, we had to wake up quite early to get on the bus to the airport. There was a girl showering at like 6 a.m. and like that's probably the way to do it. Or shower really late at night, say like 10, 11 a.m. That's when people have like gone out, or like are having like late dinner or no. So like you don't want to shower at like 5, 6 p.m. after people have had like a long day of say like hiking or like, you know. So that's just another tip as well. Yeah, and like wear flip-flops in the bathroom. So I always saw the cleaners a lot, but if you're like, I'm quite like a hygiene freak, so just walking on like obviously the floor like was dry, like they cleaned, but obviously it would get a bit wet from like the showers and the sinks and all that. They obviously weren't cleaning it every single second, like, but so yeah, and if like I'm a hygiene freak, so like walking on that, I don't know, it makes me feel a bit sick. So I always wore flip-flops around there, obviously. So yeah, just because hygiene. And then also they did do free breakfast. We'll go on to that. That's like a pro that I've got. But also if you want to fuel yourself up for the day, like, well, not for the day, but like for quite a while, so you like, I'd recommend buying like a bowl of cereal as well, because cereal was the only thing that they didn't do at the breakfast. So yeah, buy cereal. Me and my friend bought Lucky Charms and milk, and they have like a big fridge and like freezer in there, and like just a space to put other foods as well, like so yeah, and you put food labels, like your name, you get a food label, sorry, and you put your name and when you're leaving, like the room number you are, and then it gets stored in there, and obviously they won't throw it out until either you throw it out because it's finished or until you leave. So that's something that's really good actually. So we always bought, I can't remember what it was called, Walgreens. We always went to Walgreens and bought Lucky Charms and milk and then some other snacks as well. So yeah, I recommend doing that because we'd have they had a variety for breakfast in the first hostel, but also I liked to have a bowl of cereal just because then I would probably be full until midday, like 1 o'clock. I wouldn't have to snack in between. So that was something good, which goes on to the pros. So there was the free breakfast. So they had toasts, so they had obviously the option of white or brown bread. They had bagels, cinnamon bagels, they had different pastries. What else did they have? They had some muffins as well, and they had bananas usually and some other fruits. And yeah, then they had orange juice as the drink. So there was quite a variety there. It's pretty good for a hostel. We got free breakfast every morning. Obviously that was like included in the price, which I think was amazing. Like we saved a lot of money. We didn't have to go out for breakfast every single day. So really we'd only be paying for like something small for lunch, and then we'd have like a big meal at dinner. Second hostel wasn't so much of, they didn't have much of a variety. We didn't really like the second breakfast as much. Second hostel we stayed in, by the way, was called USA Hostels, and it was pretty good. I didn't like, it was still in Hollywood, just a bit further down the Walk of Fame and then down like a lane. It was in front of the LGBT centre. I don't think I would go to that one again, just because I personally didn't like the location of where it was. Like, it was next to sort of like a car park, and there'd be loud noises every night, and you'd think staying on the Hollywood Walk of Fame it would be extremely noisy. Didn't hear a thing whilst I stayed there. Like, I was I slept like a baby every night. and it was amazing. But yeah, I really enjoyed like the people that we were with in the second hostel, and the staff were really nice. I just didn't really enjoy the location and the breakfast as much. Another pro is the hair dryers were free, so that was really, really good. So you don't have to worry about bringing a hair dryer, because you just have to go down to the desk and ask for the hair dryer. They'd have like a box full of them. You just had to go and use it upstairs and then bring it back down again. And I know that seems like a bit of effort, but it's free, so like it was really, really easy. It like saves you bringing one in your luggage as well, like making it heavier, and then buying one as well. So another pro was really nice staff and seeing the cleaners all the time. I saw the cleaners literally all the time. Everywhere I walked there was a cleaner, which was really nice to see, because compared to England. But yeah, and then the staff were really nice to us and talkative. They also had a big sort of map, not map as such, but different directions to different places. That was really good. So they had like directions from the location to Venice Beach, which we went to, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, Disneyland, etc, etc. So that was really handy as well. A lot of them though were like on the metro bus. So we took the metro bus to Venice Beach and Santa Monica. That was probably the only place we took the metro, I think. No, we took the metro to Beverly Hills as well. It's $1.75. But for things like Disneyland, I would recommend, I know it does take about 2 hours if you're on the metro there, and they say that's the cheapest way, but we wanted to get there at park open. We weren't prepared to get in a metro that early in the morning. So we got an Uber, which, as you can imagine, to Anaheim was really expensive. It cost us like $86. But we found 2 Australian girls that came with us, and we split the price, so it was a whole lot better because we were saving money and we met a couple of friends as well. So yeah, they had the directions everywhere and it was really nice, really helpful. I feel like if I went back there now, I'd know it down to a T. They had good activities. We didn't actually do any of them because we kind of wanted to venture out on our own, but they had really nice, they had a really, really nice like things planned, and it was like Hollywood sign tours, and it was really nice that they did that because you can also meet friends, and then it's also sort of, you're travelling up together, so like it's easier. But no, we didn't do that just because we sort of didn't keep ourselves to ourselves. We talked to people, but we wanted to do things together, just us two, like, and because we had different things planned, and obviously we booked like Disneyland and Universal in advance. So we so yeah, but they also, at the second hostel, they had like film night, which we did once, and then they had barbecues as well, and then I think it was on a Thursday they did free sandwiches, and this was at the second hostel. This was a pro about the second hostel. They had the film night, barbecue for $5. I think you can have as much as you want, and then the free sandwiches on Thursday, and that was really, really nice. It was like a sort of way to socialise with people. We met a guy that lived in England actually, so it was like a bonus, and then we were talking to a couple of Americans as well at this film night, and yeah, it was really, really nice. So they had like nice activities planned. They also had like a pub crawl, which was really annoying because we couldn't go because over there you're supposed to be 21 to drink, so it was a little bit shit because we were legally able to drink in our own country, but we weren't there, so I don't know. But yeah, another pro is it was really good price for what we paid. So as you say, we paid £600 each. That's for a week in a hostel with free breakfast and like a hairdryer, like literally just in America as well, in Hollywood, like that is really good price. So if I was thinking about a week in a hotel, I'd probably be paying about £1,800 or £1,800, yeah, £1,800, $1,800, whatever. But yeah, it was a lot. So, and like you say, we saved money, could do Warner Brothers, Disneyland, Universal, what else did we do? Madame Tussauds, Venice Beach and all that. So like we saved a lot of money by doing that. And we could also take more. Like, so I took about $1,800 with me, so that was for like souvenirs for myself, clothes, food, Uber, etc. So like it all worked out really well. The good thing as well that they had like the laundry and the dryers there, so you could wash stuff. So like I'd wash a lot of my bikinis and beach towels, obviously, because being in the sea and the sand, it would be all sandy and like smelly and all that. So yeah, it was nice to like be able to wash them. There was a charge, I think it was maybe, but I think it like varies on like how, like what setting you put it on. I can't remember exactly what I had it on now, but or what the price was, but yeah, so that's the only thing. But like I would rather pay to wash my clothes there than have them stink. So another pro is that they have lockers as well. So they have like, say, four people in the room, 4 lockers. So you could put like, I didn't actually use it just because I took like my bag, obviously, with like my purse, my phone, but say like stuff like your passport and all that, I put inside a bag in my suitcase, and then had my key obviously to my suitcase with me and had my lock on it, so it was fully locked, and I just put it under our bed, so that was fine. But like if you really do want to like use the locker, you have lockers there. And you just put your lock on it, but I only had one lock for my suitcase, and I would have rather had it on my suitcase and just put everything else in there. So that's what I did. Oh, like the plugs, obviously you have plug sockets in there. They had it next to every bed, so they were bunk beds, and I was on the top both times. They have literally their own plug, like, and a little like sort of unit, like tiny unit, to just put it on. Like that was so good. And also in the second hostel they had a USB port as well, so just to put your USB in. So that's another pro, like they had plugs everywhere for everything. So that was like really nice to see, because you know when you go into a hotel sometimes there's like one plug on like one side of the bed and like one in the bathroom. So that's a pro, and like between like, and a difference between hotels and hostels. So yeah, and the last thing is in the second hostel it had a bathroom, which can be a pro but can be a con, because in the second hostel, I forgot to mention this, we had we were in a bedroom with 6 people. We had a couple of people move out, so we had, when we first went in there was people in there. We had a lovely girl from Germany, Hong Kong, and then 2 like best friends from Turkey, and then we also had 2 Australians for like a night, and 2 Americans who were like the sweetest ever. We became such good friends with them. So yeah, they were so nice to us. I think we got on like the most with them. They were really sweet, and like we'd have a laugh and all that. I'm in like contact with some of them like on Instagram and all that, so that's like a really good thing about when you're in hostels, you can make friendships and all that, and it was really nice. So yeah, but yeah, our second hostel had a bathroom, which was obviously in a 6-bedroom. Like it's good, whatever, because you don't have to walk around like to go to the bathroom or like in the mornings or whatever. But the only thing is 6 people is taking turns in there, and how long one person is. Like, I think there was a girl that took absolutely ages in there every morning. So that was the only con about it, but like we had a shower to ourselves and the sink and the toilet and all that, like, and it was really so much easier like in the morning, just for like a quick shower. But the only thing I would say is obviously 6 people, you got to make it fair, but there was a couple that like for us that took absolutely ages, and like when you have somewhere you need to be, it's a bit, I feel like you can't really like knock on the door and be like hurry up, like, you know. So but yeah, so that is all my hostel tips. My friend who I went with actually told me to make this video, so yeah, but I recommend hostels. They're so much easier. Everyone thinks that they're like gonna be scary or like not nice or whatever, but honestly it's probably one of the best decisions I ever made to go into LA. So that's probably one of the reasons why I could go to LA, because of the prices and all that. So yeah, I really recommend it, and I will be going in hostels again, and I'm pretty certain I will go back to LA, probably only for about 4 days. I feel like I'm probably going to travel like down California, but I would definitely go to the first hostel again. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, so anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.